Right, let's get into it. This tastes like shit. Haven't had that for years. Should have ordered a different flavour. Whatever. Oh! Hey gang, Coach Taters here. Welcome back to another video. In this video today I'm going to be talking about supplements, which ones I take, and what I suggest you take as well. Someone reached out to me on Instagram asking me if I would do a video on supplements, and I'm a super nice guy, so here we go. Okay, first of all I want you to take a look at this pyramid here. This pyramid shows the hierarchy of importance when it comes to body composition. When it comes to performance, this is very similar as well. You can see that right at the top is supplements. And supplements is the last thing that you should be focusing on when it comes to your diet, your nutrition, and your training. Because getting your calories, your macros, your micronutrients, and your meal timing right in that order is really going to give you the best benefit when it comes to your progress. Supplement companies with their large marketing budgets are pushing in front of us on a daily basis the need for us to have supplements. It's not necessarily the case, okay? That doesn't mean they can't help, but they are a very small piece of the puzzle. This question comes up a lot about what supplements can I take, and they definitely can be helpful, but let's just say, for example, creatine. I've given one of them away now. Creatine is a great supplement for building strength, hypertrophy, and recovery from hard training. But getting enough carbohydrates, getting enough calories is going to have a way bigger impact on your progress than having a scoop of creatine on a daily basis. So stop kidding yourself, dial in your nutrition properly, then focus on your supplementation. Okay, let's see what's in my supplement cupboard. Okay guys, I'm going to show you the supplements that I have and that I use. I recommend you also consider using them as part of your diet as well, as long as you've got calories, macros, etc. all dialed in already. I do not have any affiliation with any of these companies. It's just what I'm currently using. So first off, here we go. Boom. Protein. Protein is a great supplement. Case in point. I have me a whey protein. I have me a casein protein. So if you watched my previous video on getting your calories and macros calculated, you'll know that I suggest a relatively high protein diet. Now it can be very difficult and expensive to meet your macros, so I do recommend supplementing with a protein shake. Depending on what your target is, if you're someone that's got to have or is targeting like 180 to 200 grams of protein per day, maybe consider 2 protein shakes per day. That can help out. Of course, the more whole food you get in terms of like getting proper food, it's beneficial for you, especially if you're on a weight loss phase, because that extra digestion is going to be keeping you satiated. But in terms of like fast absorption, I use a whey protein shake. If you have a whey protein isolate, sometimes it can mix a little better, taste a little better too. But I have a whey protein that I like to use immediately post-workout. It's very fast absorbing, starts the recovery process, and helps me meet my protein target for the day. The other one, as you see here, casein protein. Now this is a slower release protein. So this one's perfect for if you're going to bed. It's good if you're going to bed, right? Because it releases slowly into your system. One important thing about protein is to have it evenly spaced throughout the day, so you're getting a constant stream of amino acids going through your system. So that means that when you sleep, oftentimes, like if you're sleeping for 8 hours, hopefully, you're not having any food during that time. The amount of amino acids and proteins that are going around in your body is going to reduce. So you can have a slower release protein, have it before bed, and that's going to give you a good slow release of protein while you sleep. I also sometimes have this as a morning breakfast replacement. So instead of having a meal for breakfast, because I do quite like intermittent fasting, but I want to make sure I'm getting my protein. So I don't do intermittent fasting, I just skip breakfast. I have one of these. I know I'm getting some amino acids in my system. I'm yes to the go. And in terms of cost, protein is one of the most expensive macronutrients, so it can be quite cost effective to supplement with protein shakes. Who likes the D? You do, I know it. Vitamin D, I live in Canada, Vancouver, which isn't too bad in terms of weather right now, but oftentimes we go months without much sunshine. Even in the summer, I avoid the sun. You will catch me in the shade, okay? I take vitamin D to supplement. If you also live in a country that doesn't get much natural light, you know, for months on end, consider taking vitamin D. Creatine monohydrate is one of the most studied supplements on the market. It has been proven time and time again to help with strength training, hypertrophy training, and recovery. Bear in mind that this does increase water retention within the body, and if that's the case, that's a good thing. It means you respond well to this supplement. Now, remember when I said that certain supplements will be helpful, but making sure you still are focusing mostly on your calories and your macronutrients and supplementing with this. Because you are going to get much better benefit in terms of strength and hypertrophy gains from having a very nutritious diet that's high in carbohydrate, high in protein. Supplementing with this can be helpful. Next one I have, out-of-date fish oil. This actually expired. When did it expire? I know that this is expired because I haven't had any for years. Even the bloody expiry is expired. It just rubbed off. Okay, 2016. I don't take this because I have a very omega-3 rich diet. I very much like sushi. On the west coast here in Canada, it is beautiful. So, if you don't have a lot of oily fish in your diet, consider supplementing with a fish oil or omega-3 supplement. And the last one that I do not actually have any more of is a multivitamin. Very good idea to supplement with a multivitamin just in case you're risking being deficient in anything. Of course, if you're eating what I recommend of 80% whole foods, 20% whatever you like, you should be getting enough within your diet to ensure you're not deficient in any of those vitamins or minerals. So if you do struggle to eat a lot of whole foods, then consider supplementing with a multivitamin. And there we have it, guys. My supplement cupboard I have shown to you. These are the only things I recommend you take. Maybe there's other things out there that could potentially help to a minute level, but it's honestly not worth your time looking into it or even your money spending on it. These are some of the things that I would consider maybe a good idea, but please believe me when I say you're going to get a bigger benefit from just dialing in your nutrition, having an inclusive diet, mostly whole foods, some things of whatever you like, keeping you sane, okay, and really just understanding how many calories your body needs to function properly, and you're going to get everything you need from that. Here are some options that I like to use. Please feel free to use them as well. The end. You are the weakest link. Goodbye.